Good morning. So for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Lisa Pearson, the Mummy Whisperer, on this lovely sunny day. And I'm in today, I just wanted to talk to you about the law of attraction and explain to you, briefly what is the law of attraction, how you can learn a little bit more about it, how it helps mums, and hi Sally. So what it is, how it helps mums, and how it has really helped me over the years. So, hi lovely. So what is the law of attraction? Because you hear loads and loads of coaches and personal development people talking about it. The law of attraction is a very simple law. Never be misled by its simplicity, because actually, as I said, simplicity sometimes hides really deeply powerful concepts. But, sorry, let me just pick this dog out so she leaves me alone. One of the problems with the law of attraction is that often people don't go deep into it, because it is very simple, but it does need to be applied very deeply into your life for it to work properly. Now, how long has it been around? How long have people been talking about it? Well, they didn't call it the law of attraction, but it has been around for millennia. I mean, actually, if you look back at kind of ancient religions and ancient texts, there's all sorts of references to the law of attraction. So it's been around for the longest time. It's become more popular since I think it was 2012. So, or might be just a bit earlier than that. And a big DVD and book came out called The Secret, and this massively popularized the law of attraction and brought it into the realms of the normal people, as you might say. I can absolutely guarantee you that a huge percentage of our very successful business people and so on will actually already know about the law of attraction, and the Richard Bransons of the world and so on. I mean, they all use it, some automatically and some actually having learnt it and use it properly. Hi Eleanor, nice to see you. So, what is it? The law of attraction, very simply put, is that your thoughts plus your emotions plus your action creates your reality. So, what you're thinking creates how you feel, which makes you react, which creates your reality. Now, understanding this, hi Elena, understanding this means that actually there's a lot you can do to change your reality. Now, if you're wondering how on earth does this work, let's just look at it simply from a psychological perspective. Purely from a psychological perspective, whatever you expect will affect your behaviour, and that affects the outcome. If you're generally expecting the worst of things, you don't aim for the better things, so you don't get them. And also, I think just attitude is going to affect loads of stuff. Now, for us mums, how we're like the core and the heart of the family, so how we are affects the whole family around us. It also affects our relationships. How we feel about ourselves affects friendships and work relationships and our partnerships, So that's very simply put. And to be honest, that's for years all I'd really thought about with the law of attraction. I thought, that makes practical sense, blah blah. And I learned loads and loads of great, very useful other theories to help, when I help with people one-on-one and coaching and problems and traumas and tragedies and healing and so on. Right. Then I started to look at it more deeply. And actually, what the law of attraction is actually saying is that we are all just a vibration, right? Okay, so I know that this desk sounds really solid, but it's not. It's just atoms vibrating at a certain frequency, and really solid stuff like desks is vibrating at a different frequency from water and streams. Okay. That's all it is. That's what we are. There's actually just a huge amount of gaps between us. Loads of people can see auras. There's lots of machines now that can show them. So we are actually just energy, but we look very physical. Now, that when you walk into a room, you can sometimes feel the vibe in the room, and that's the person's energy and the vibration around them. So what the law of attraction is also saying is that when your thoughts create your emotions and you react or act, you've got choices there, that changes your vibration, and that changes what you attract and who you attract into your life. Now, this can be very, very overwhelming. I must admit that initially when I was looking at this and thinking about it from a Lyme disease perspective, when people said to me, oh, you've attracted into this life, I wasn't actually that kind of chuffed about the idea. But the good news was that having had challenging illnesses and challenging situations in my life, and frankly needing something that was going to be supportive and simple. I'm a mum, I've got 2 kids, I've got a small business, there's a lot going on. I really started to look more deeply into the law of attraction. And one of the problems is that people believe that just focusing on a Ferrari is going to get you a Ferrari. And that's not it. There's a lot more to it. So I studied and studied and studied and applied and applied and applied. That's one thing you can always know about me, is that I walk my talk and I apply everything that I teach people to myself. So this is where I started to understand what the actual problem with the law of attraction is, and how to actually make it work. Absolutely, always works. It doesn't just sometimes work. It's not a law that sometimes works. It is like gravity, and it always is working. So let's see, how did I use it? The first time really that I put it into action, when I was younger, when we're young, my kids, we can manifest, as in create things, so easily. So yeah, when I was young, I used it to find jobs and boyfriends and all sorts of stuff. I'd literally just kind of write a list, be clear on what I wanted, and hey presto, there it would be, because I had a strong sense of belief and, young arrogance and young confidence and so on. But the time that I actually started to really use it in depth was when I had my son. I'd just moved house about a month beforehand. My mum had died a couple of months beforehand. I was in a completely new area. I had no friends. And of course, when you have a baby, you have that strong loss of identity. So I didn't know who the hell I was. And I went into a really, really bleak, black place. And I did not have the energy for all of the complex therapies that I'd learned over the previous years. I just needed something simple to pick me up out. And that was when The Secret came out. And the reason why I really love the law of attraction is because it's deeply empowering. It's no good having to rely on other people all the time. Sometimes it's good that we ask for help, but not all the time. We need to feel strong in who we are in ourselves. And that's what the law of attraction did for me, because it gave me this sense of the fact that I could change how I was feeling about things. And then that would help me to change the circumstances I was in. So it got me out of a spiral. I was very much in a spiral going down and down and down, just not knowing, everything was black and bleak and I didn't know where on earth to go. So that was definitely one of the things I've, since then I did a bit of vision boarding, love that, visualizing what you're trying to create. I looked at one recently that I'd created about, it must be about 6 years ago, something like that. And I was amazed to find that for a random reason, I'd stuck this picture of a little dog on this vision board. I have no idea what I was thinking. I don't remember focusing on getting a dog. And a few years later, this little one turns up, literally the spitting image of what I put on it. So I suppose some of it is just, thoughts that go into your subconscious and make you realise what it is you're looking for. Then, more recently, I've used it with the kids, because it's about focusing on what you do want them to do. The law of attraction is not about constantly nagging them to not do stuff. The law of attraction is about focusing what you want them to do. This is really helpful in the family. And it's also, as mums, we can feel like there's a lack of what we can and can't achieve as mums. So, sometimes we feel limited on where we can go because we're running around after the kids, what we can do, our financial situation, because there's quite a lot of obligations with having kids. So we can feel very powerless. And so I found that using the law of attraction has really helped me to feel, like I'm choosing my life, in control of my life, happy with my life, and learning to change things, and without purposely changing them, but creating the right space for these things, creating the right vibe for them, making sure my thoughts are processed, aimed towards them. And then within my business, being a mum with your own business is challenging. It can feel very lonely. And there are many people in business who behave competitively rather than cooperatively. I believe that there's a huge potential for behaving cooperatively, but, there are people who behave in just the most dire of ways. And what the law of attraction did was it helped me achieve my goals. It's helped me find a business partner of my dreams, an amazing business partner, new staff, helps me attracting new clients. But most of all, it gives me this sense of, when you have a challenge and you actually don't know how the hell you're going to get around it, the law of attraction helps me to do that and create just like the most amazing things. So, just wanted to give everybody a brief introduction to the law of attraction. Hey Tracy, if you joined halfway through, or if you're on recap, just go back to the beginning so you get it all. Now, I just wanted to make sure you have got, what day is it today? It's Wednesday. So Friday evening, I'm going to remove the subscription to my free 6-day email course. I'll put the link below when this is finished, but that was the course all about loving yourself more. This is absolutely key to creating the life of your dreams, because it's so inside. How we feel about ourselves is right in there, and that affects everything. It affects how we expect people to behave, it affects our thoughts, it affects our vibe and what we attract dramatically. So please, if you're interested, subscribe, because I'll be removing that subscription on Friday. That was one of the things I was going to say. Oh, and the other thing I was going to say is that Sunday is the last day to sign up for my Law of Attraction for Mums course. Now, if you want to know more about the Law of Attraction, there's loads and loads of things you can do. I definitely recommend reading and watching. Watch The Secret, then read it. I definitely recommend that. I definitely recommend you come into my free Facebook group, Create Your Dream Life with the Mummy Whisperer. I'll put a link to that as well, because I do loads of videos and tips on how to use the law of attraction. There's tons on the internet. The only problem is that it can be missing some of the deeper secrets. It can be very much just focused on thoughts, just focused on visualization and thoughts. If any of you are really keen, there's something that you really need to change in your life, or there's something that you really want to achieve in your life, then there's still spaces on my Happier Mums Use the Law of Attraction course. It's a 6-week online course, very simple, aimed at mums. So it's just going to be a Facebook Live and a few exercises to do each week. I've tailored it so it's definitely achievable with everything else that's going on around you. And I'm there in the group, and of course there's support in the group. So anybody who signs up, you also are then in there for life. It's an evergreen course that you've always got. It will keep running, which means that you can keep going more and more deeply into the law of attraction and keep applying it to different areas of your life as well, and really gain a deep grasp of it. Now, anybody who signs up before Sunday, you also get a free clarity call with me worth £60. So this is to help make sure that whatever goal you decide you want to aim for during the 6 weeks, that it's actually really clear and gonna get you there. It's like the first stepping stone. Let's get the first stepping stone correct. So yes, the other thing is, watch this space. I'm hoping to be able to fit in a masterclass this week on Thursday evening. I will put an event into my Facebook page with the registration details. what I wanted to cover on Thursday evening is a masterclass into some of the reasons why people get disappointed with the law of attraction and think it's not working, but it is. So that will be Thursday evening, and it's a masterclass into the law of attraction, where I'll also explain to you about my masterminding group. So anybody who needs a little bit more support into achieving your goals, then I've got some ideas for you as well. Right then, I hope that makes sense. Any questions you've got, ask here, ask in my group. I'm always around, love talking about the law of attraction, so always happy to help. Don't forget to check out the links, and please share, because you may have friends who could really do with actually finding a simple way of adjusting what they're creating in their life, their thoughts, how to change their feelings, how to act rather than react. Right, then take care, everybody. Remember, you deserve an amazing life. You deserve to have your dreams. Bye.